Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Dorfline. Today guys I'm gonna show you how to rune Molly the Light Mermaid. Guys, this is not my Molly. I don't have Molly. I just wanted to see the base stats on Molly, as I don't have her. I need to check the base stats, and yeah, so I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna say how I think Molly should be ruined. So base stats, what the skills do, and sets, offset, what stats we should aim for, where she good, and how to counter her. So let's start from the base stats. 11.2k HP, that's pretty high. That's above average for sure. I would say 10k is around average. 11.2 is definitely above average. 494 base attack is probably one of the lowest base attack I've ever seen, but she doesn't need attack. She's a support type monster. She doesn't do that much damage. She doesn't really have high multiplier on skill 1. I really don't think so. So yeah, that's fine. 736 base defense, that's pretty high as well. Speed 95, that's a bit low. That's a bit low. Resistance, okay, resistance, she awakens into it. So she awakens into resistance. That is pretty good. Awakens into resistance means she gets 25 resistance for free, and units already start from 15, so she has 40% resistance as soon as you awaken her without any runes on her. Now what do the skills do? So skill 1 is actually a strip. Deal damage to an enemy beneficial effect with 50% chances. That's actually pretty high. That's pretty good. 50% chance of stripping with a skill 1. That's definitely good. The damage of your skill increase according to your max HP. It's pretty good because Molly usually is on high HP, so that's pretty good. Skill 2 removes, so cleanse everything on one target and put a shield that's proportional to 25% of your max HP for 3 turns. Again, Molly high HP usually, so that's a big shield. And the cooldown goes to 3 turns. That's pretty good. It's a cleanse every 3 turns. That's actually pretty good. The passive, we got the, well, whoever has Molly got this after the last buff, the balance patch. So increase the chance of allies receiving a glancing hit by 20%. So 20% chances of enemy glancing. That's not bad for a passive, and recovers HP of the ally with the worst HP status by 25%. Meaning she procs, she heals 50% of the ally's HP with the passive. Nah, she's the best healer in the game. She doesn't even have a healing skill, but the passive 25% HP heal with a passive, that's big. That's really good. Anyway, how should we run Molly? Sets, offset, I would say violent, definitely violent. Don't have any other suggestion, honestly. You need to go violent, 100%. Offset, I've seen Nemesis. Nemesis is good because sometimes Molly gets focused. It's not really often the Molly gets focused, but you can go Nemesis. I would say Endure. Endure is pretty good because you definitely want high resistance on Molly. So Endure pretty good as well. Could go Energy, Guard, get extra HP, get extra defense. But I would say Endure is actually really good. Honestly, I would say one of the aim when you rune Molly is 100% res on her. 100% res on her, meaning the enemy is really unlikely to defense break her, or the chances of defense breaking her are going to be decreased. And if you can't defense break Molly, it's going to be hard to get rid of her. It's going to be really hard. So I feel like 100% res is kind of a must on Molly. Nemesis is pretty good as well. Energy, Guard is pretty good. You can go Broken, but I feel like resistance would help you a lot. So resistance rune, endure runes are not really used anywhere else. So yeah, you're probably gonna have some good ones for Molly. Now, how would you run her? How would I run her? Speed HP on violent. Speed slot 2 obviously, HP percentage, high speed if you can. Try to get her to plus 160 speed, or even more if you can. If you can, try to get really fast, really high HP, really high defense from the substats, and 100% resistance. I don't think she needs accuracy. Yes, she strips on skill 1. If you can get some accuracy, go for it. But overall, you want her really fast, really tanky. Try to get so many turns with the speed, with the violence, also with the proc. She will heal somebody by 50% over there of their HP. It's just crazy. A proc definitely would almost fully heal something, or heal them by 50%. So definitely want Molly to get as many turns as possible, because she has the cleanse as well. She can strip as well, which is not bad, but definitely for the heals. As many turns as possible and really hard to kill. So really tanky, high HP, high defense, and also high resistance. Extra stats I would say you probably could do better with is accuracy. So you might be able to strip something with skill 1. But other than that, guys, Molly I don't think is really that hard to build. She doesn't need crit damage. There's probably some people building Molly on crit damage. I don't know what the multiplier on skill 1 is. I don't think it's that high. So I don't think it's worth to go for crit damage Molly. But like, you just need 4 stats: speed, HP, defense, res. And res, you have 40% without runes on her. So you need 60% out of 6 runes. You're gonna get her 100% resistance and with high HP. Molly is really high, really easy to build. You definitely need as much speed as you possibly can get on her, and you definitely need her on balance, because the cleanse is also pretty clutch, and the shield also is pretty thick, so you definitely want that. But yeah, Valiant, speed HP. You can go speed HP defense and then get more HP from the subs. Obviously, guys, as I always say, whatever works out best. If you have a better defense percentage slot 6 and you can still get really high HP, go with that. But yeah, that's how I would run her. Now, what is she good for? Where does she do well in? RTA, she has been really annoying to deal with. If you are prepared for Molly, it's not going to be too big of a deal, because Molly, other than healing and cleansing every 3 turns, doesn't do too much, but the heals are really high. So if you don't have enough damage, you're gonna die. You're gonna lose the game. In game. You're gonna lose in game. So I would say RTA, she's really good. I wouldn't always pick her every single match. I don't think that's the way to use her, but she's really good for RTA. And I've seen Molly in every single arena defense lately. Definitely makes harder to Lucian that defense, because she has the anti-crit as well. She heals a lot, she cleans, so arena defense she's really good, and RTA she's really good. Siege defense, I don't think she's that good for siege defense, nor guild war defense, or anywhere else really. She doesn't do too much, but arena defense and RTA is definitely where she shines the most. RTA, guys, she's amazing. But how do you counter her? For example, arena defense, you're probably gonna need to go bombers, or if you feel if you feel optimistic, go with Lucian. You might miss a lot of crits and you lose. So bombers are definitely the way to go against her. RTA though, I feel like if you are prepared for her, you just need some defense breakers and some strippers. Strippers, guys, there's so many strippers in the game now. Single target strippers, AoE strippers, there's so many. So try to pick at least some single target strippers and some defense breaker. As I said, Molly usually is used in really like survival teams, in bruiser team. So if you bring some good units with burst damage, you're probably gonna win that, because that team with the Molly usually don't have too high damage. So you're probably gonna be able to do it. I use Dark Panda a lot against her. I use Vigor against her. I use Barbara against her. If you have Ciara is actually really good against Molly. Make sure you count the cooldown on this skill, because otherwise she can cleanse the bomb. So make sure if she has this up, you detonate. If she doesn't have this up, you can risk it. But yeah, monster like Molong also doing 70% damage with skill 3 can kill the Molly. Like units like that work really well against Molly, but overall defense breaker really big damage dealer work really well against Molly. Etna, Fengyang could probably work well as well with the defense break, but also honestly, like, yeah, usually those teams are not even too fast, so you can try to CC them. You can use Oki, you can use Arthur, Okeanis. You can use this kind of team, Water Monkey as well, but it definitely needs some defense break against Molly's team, and some trip if they also have immunity. Guys, I think I covered it all. If you have Molly, congrats to you. I do not have Molly, and I do not struggle too much in RTA because I usually bring Bagra, Dark Panda. I have defense breakers, I bring Vigor, so I'm not gonna focus on Molly straight away. I'm gonna focus on other units first, maybe a damage dealer. And yeah, Molly might have IRS, but if you leave Molly for last, she's gonna die to the damage anyway. So try that technique as well. Guys, that's the end of the video. I think I covered it all. If you have Molly, let me know in the comment below how you built her and how are you liking the buff. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care, stay safe guys, bye.